Welcome back. Fairfax County Public Schools in Virginia now require all teachers to complete a training program which states parental consent is not required when it comes to addressing students by preferred names or pronouns. Leaked screenshots of a slideshow from that training program highlight the fact that parental permission is not required for students who want to use the opposite locker room or bathroom, change their pronouns to something they prefer, change their name, or even a teacher affirming a student's perceived gender identity. All this is happening in public schools. So basically, a parent can drop off their son John at school and have no idea that his teachers are referring to him as Jane, and that John, now Jane, is using the girls' locker room. How about that? For more, let's bring in the president and founder of Parents Defending Education from Arlington, Virginia, Nicole Neily. Great to have you on. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about what's going on here. Have teachers spoken out about this? Are parents in Fairfax County outraged over this new training program?
Absolutely. Parents are outraged and teachers are deeply unhappy. Obviously, the training materials were leaked, but teachers, for the most part, are fearful of losing their jobs. And so, unfortunately, they've been silenced. And so that's why, it's so important for groups like ours to be the voice for the voiceless, because parents have no idea that this is taking place. It is a deep betrayal of, of our role as families. And again, this is being done with taxpayer dollars to our children in our name, and we won't stand for it.
Yeah, it's so wild. Parents have got so much going on. You drop your kids off at the bus or you drop them at school and you go to work and you just think they're learning how to read, they're learning math, they're learning, social studies, history, that sort of stuff. Did Fairfax County not learn a thing from what happened in Loudoun County last fall?
It seems not. I mean, they passed a policy over the summer where it would punish students for dead naming using the original name of some of these students. And unfortunately, what's happening in Fairfax is what's happening across the country. There are some schools that have clothing closets where a child who goes to school and then changes their gender identity at school can even change into a totally different outfit. And again, parents are kept in the dark about this. And so taking a step back, we're seeing schools that are essentially urging children to lead double lives. And with all the money and all the attention that's being poured into student mental health interventions, how is this supposed to help our children? How is this supposed to, support them? It's confusing, and of course they're going to be distressed. And so it's really, again, it's being done with our tax dollars.
You've got a very popular new governor in the state of Virginia, in Glenn Youngkin. Where is he on this issue?
I think he's disappointed about it. I know the Attorney General's looking into it. And so this is the kind of thing where, Fairfax is one of the biggest school districts in the country. The school board has absolutely acted without impunity. They are ignoring the will of their constituents. The community is deeply divided about this. And I think it's the kind of issue that's not going to go away. The Biden administration is in the middle of trying to force through changes to Title IX that would overlay sexual orientation and gender identity into that statute. And so I think there'll be a lot of litigation that will probably end up at the Supreme Court about this, because this is something that activists they're going to die on this hill. And
we don't, a lot of this is happening to young kids as well. Like, this is not just like high school in that age group. These are really young little kids. Have enough parents and educators come forward to
Not
maybe...
enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, tell us about that. And where is the school board? Are they going to be forced to change this?
I don't think the school board is going to change anything. They're absolutely unabashed about it. And sadly, we at Parents Defending Education have a tip line. We hear about things like this from across the country. Almost every single tip that people send us, they want to be anonymous. People fear retaliation, not only against themselves, but against their children. Will their kids be targeted? Will they not get letters of recommendation? And so people are not speaking up in the volumes, unfortunately, I think that's needed for widespread change yet. And so we're trying to encourage people to.
Nicole, thank you so much for being with us. You bring up so many good points, and I don't think people were aware that this was even happening. An unbelievable story. Nicole, thank you.